Okay. Right. Now,
Hello.
hello. So tell us a bit about yourself. Tell us your name.
My name's Chris Waters.
And Chris, outside your work, you're currently at college here.
Yes.
You have a very responsible job. If you just tell me very briefly about it, because I'm going to ask you about it later.
Yeah, no, but I'm a sales manager for Aviva, which means I'm responsible for a team of roughly 17 people that I have to manage in performance and behaviour.
Okay. Now, when you first went into the world of work, can you remember when was your first proper job that someone paid you for?
Right, I'm just turned 29. First job was with a company called Timber Discount Store. The shop's now no longer there. This was about the late 90s, or 1998. I started there when I was 15, and I was paid £2.50 an hour.
£2.50 an hour.
Which I thought was great then.
Well, I don't know. You wouldn't go very far now.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Now, the reason I'm talking today is I want to get some information for people who are thinking about there's different jobs,
okay,
and in different jobs you wear different clothes. I don't just mean protective clothing and things. I mean the thought process you're going through, your dress code. So what was it like in the timber place? Did you have to carry a lot of stuff around?
Yes, well, to identify ourselves as employees, you had to actually wear long kind of anoraks. It was green and it had a name badge on it.
Yeah.
So we're quite embarrassing, to be honest. It's quite old school, but it was relevant because it identified to the customer who we were as employees. So
if they want to stop and ask you some advice, you can say where stuff is.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, I need to ask, did you have to pay for that uniform, or did they provide it?
No, they provided it. Yes, they provided it as part of the job.
Okay, now, did you have any jobs between there and Aviva?
Yes, I worked in Asda part-time when I was a student 10 years ago.
What about the dress code in there?
Yes, it was the same dress code that they supplied you with. You got an option. You either got a polo shirt, a rugby shirt, or a jumper. You got 3 options to choose from.
Right, now, how often were you responsible for washing those?
Yes.
How many sets did you get?
I got 2. I got the rugby shirt because I worked in produce, because I was in and out of the freezers quite a lot, so it was cold. So I got a rugby shirt and I got the polo shirt.
And how often did you find you to wash the stuff?
Usually I washed I worked 16 hours a week, so usually about once a week I washed it.
Right, now, were you experienced washing, or did you have any disaster? Did you shrink it or anything, or did you have to get them?
Well, we're going back, that was 10 years ago, so I was 19, 20. 18 actually, between 18 and 20. Yes, I shrunk one once, because I was just at that stage. I was just moved out, got one place when I was 18, so I shrunk one polo shirt.
How good were they about it? Did they charge you for it? Or?
No, I just got another one from the supplier.
Right. What about after Asda?
Straight to Aviva.
Straight to Aviva. Now, when you started, you're a senior manager now in Aviva, quite a big team with you. When you started there, you didn't go in as a manager?
No. I started off right at the bottom as an advisor.
So you were an advisor. Mm-hmm. First day of work, what did you think? I mean, you dressed in a suit to take it for an interview?
Well, for the interview, I dressed in a suit.
So how did you know what to wear first day in? What did you think about what you were going to wear?
Well, it was a professional company, Britain's largest insurer. On the actual interview application form, it did actually say that it was smart dress required, so it was either shirt and tie or suit. So I just took it from there. I just thought I'd go in all bells and whistles and wear a suit.
Okay. How many suits did you own at that point? Can you remember?
None. I think I actually borrowed a jacket from one of my friends actually. I was only 18, so I bought one after that, but at that stage I didn't actually own one.
Now you have staff now, and maybe you see you coming in, and if you're advising them, where would you tell them? Because you can't just wear the same clothes every day. You can't wash them every night.
Absolutely not.
So where would you advise your staff to go? And if someone came to you and said, "Listen, where should I go and get myself?" This is for a bloke, first of all, for a young bloke.
Matalan have some really good shirts. Matalan have some very good shirts and ties that are on a budget. River Island are a bit more expensive, and to be honest, the quality's not really there with that. That's what I used to buy. River Island and Next were the 2 I used to buy, but the quality just wasn't there. It didn't really hold up to repeated washing, so I just tell them to go to cheap places, Matalan or Primark. That's more than. Tell you what, there's this one thing. I've wore a Primark suit and I've wore a far more expensive suit, and it's really hard to identify the difference sometimes when you're in that office environment, because you can't really tell.
Right, now, can you tell me a bit, just someone watching this who's never owned a suit before, can you just briefly talk them through, you hear people talking about double-breasted or about charcoal grey, can you talk through about a few of the different kinds of suits you might see?
Let me think now.
And colour first of all?
Sorry?
Colour first of all?
Okay, colour, charcoal, black, silver, grey with stripes. That's about all I've got. About all the ones I've got.
Would those all be acceptable?
Acceptable, yes. Certainly the darker colours, your navies, your blacks and your greys.
Now you mentioned shirts and ties. What about matching up shirts, ties and the suit? For somebody who isn't really, somebody hasn't done this before.
Someone hasn't done this before. White, black, grey shirts. Really,
white, black, grey shirts.
That's really the 3. I'm trying to visualise what people actually wear. That's the 3 main colours.
Now, do you wear a tie to work?
Yes.
when you look around the young men in work, are they all wearing ties?
No, it's a split divide. Some people come in with the shirts on, some people have shirt and tie, some people have suits.
Do all the managers have ties?
No, it's the same kind of divide.
Do you notice a culture change that way in the time that you've been working there, or has it always been like that?
Well, before Aviva, it was general accident, and you had to wear a suit to work, and the only time you could take your suit jacket off was when you go to the toilet. So it was very, very formal. So they took the formality down a bit.
So you actually have to wear your jacket, even though it's maybe roasting inside.
Had to wear it.
Your jacket's on the whole
part of the company protocol. You had to wear the jacket. This was general accident. Now it's Aviva. It's a bit more relaxed. Friday's dress down day, so you can wear what you like. If you're on a late shift, starting at 4 and beyond, you can wear whatever you want.
Right.
So it's only between 9 and 5 office hours you need to come in with a shirt and tie, or a suit.
Okay. Now I'm gonna briefly ask you about your female colleagues, because life can be easy as a bloke when you're thinking about clothes. You've got a couple of shirts, you've got a couple of suits, and the decision's taken from you. How much, what sort of pressures are there in work? What sort of guidance is there for your female staff? Do you have female staff?
Yes, quite a lot. It's quite a big divide. It's probably about 50-50 split, to be honest.
Could you just describe, looking at how they're dressed, how do you see when they're...
You get the women that come in that are very formally dressed, so they'll have perhaps female suits, which are a bit kind of more cut at the top. You get women that just come in with black trousers and a shirt on, and you got girls that come in like they're going to dancing with short skirts and kind of very show-off natures. Yes.
Are there any managers dressed like that?
No. No. Are you on about dressed? No. Generally the managers. Black leggings and a shirt.
Black leggings.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'm going to ask you, I can remember someone saying to me, saying when I was out in kind of in corporate world.
Okay.
They said to me, you've got to be careful. You want to dress well and smartly for people to notice you, but you don't want to be better dressed than your boss. So what do you think? What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's very true actually. Luckily my boss always comes in with a suit on and a tie every day, so that's fine. So as long as they don't overstep the mark there, but that's complete right in that. Yeah.
Chris, thank you very much.
No bother, mate.